In this episode, Chuck and I travel back into the backwoods of West Virginia to detect the old Peacemaker homestead, circa 1860 to 1930s. And we uncover lots of artifacts from that period. But I find an amazing piece from the Civil War. Stay tuned. On site, and I am here with my buddy Chuck. And we are at the old Peacemaker house site. The Peacemaker house site is right here behind Chuck. And amongst all of this briars and bush and trashy trees and everything that's down on the ground, this house wasn't here that long. In fact, according to the landowner, they know of only two people that lived here, and that was a husband and a wife couple. They don't know if they had any kids at all. And Chuck and I have been here before, and we did find some things that indicate that a house stood here, but we did not find a lot of things and not a lot of old things. So today we're going to come up here now that the leaves are off the trees. The brush is kind of thinned out a little bit from all the leaves on it, and we're going to see if we can't find and recover some old artifacts that we missed on our last trip. Today I'm going to make an announcement. I am using a different machine. Some of you guys saw my post, my community post, that I said I was contemplating the Deus 2. And today I brought it out. So I've got an XP Deus 2, and that's what we're going to use. And it is super light. And I've got it on the fast program. I don't know how it's going to do. This is the first time I've used it, first time I've even set it up. Whatever I find, I'll bring you guys to. Good stuff or bad alike. All right, we'll see you on the first plug. All right, I got a good hit right here. It's reading a 70. Now, I don't know if it could be a bullet. I just dug a shell casing right over there, and it sounded good too. And until I learn this machine, I'll be digging all these bullets. Today might be a bullet day. Today might be a bullet day. All right, let's see. Boy, a lot of roots in here. A lot of roots. But it sounded like it was pretty close to the surface, and it is. I see it. Okay, we got a shotgun stamp, head stamp. And it is Superior, it says. It's a Western Super. All right, it's brass. So head stamps read a 70. On to the next plug. I just dug up an old cinch ring right there. I'll let you listen to it. Again, I'm digging everything because I don't know what is what with this machine yet. Yes. See how it's jumpy and it does not sound clean or crisp. But if I pass that up, I'd have missed that. All right, let's bag that. Let's keep going. Well, it isn't much, but it is the first non-brass shell that I have found. And I don't think it's anything great. It is brass, and if you look at it, it looks like it's been purposefully bent and shaped to attach to something. I'll get that cleaned up. You can actually see right there where maybe it attached maybe to some piece of wood, and we will pocket that. And it was pretty deep, and it was around all these nasty roots. And we are right on the home site now, and it stood right here. And there's nothing really to indicate the house ever stood here other than some stones. There's one little stone wall in there, one little stone piece of the foundation. All right, let's go on to the next plug. All right, best signal I've had so far. Solid 83. Right there. Let's try that. I have been digging a lot of bullets in here. Chuck said he found a harmonica reed. Well, that's not bad. That's the only thing that's been found so far. That has not been bullets or some unknown artifact. Let's see if we got it. Let me try the pinpointer. And it is so thick in here. I don't know if you guys could see this. No, it's not a bullet. All right, let's see what it is. It is a piece of toe tap. That is a toe tap. So that we are on the board. You know, not a great relic, but nonetheless, it sounded good. That was 83 on the detector, and that's a piece of toe tap. First of anything I found, not a bullet. Let's keep going. All right, you guys, I just pop the plug and I see it. It looks like a shoehorn right now. I don't think it is. I think it's a little old Matic. Boy, that thing has been worn down. Worn down. Oh, it's a garden Matic. Alright, I'll get a photograph of that. We'll keep going. Alright, you guys, Bill found something very interesting. For the life of me, I don't know how you lose this. It is a double barrel shotgun. It's the barrels that, look, someone hit it.
Yeah.
Someone hit it right there. I mean, they like, boom. You think? That's been purposeful right there.
Yeah.
Just wondering if someone was hunting illegally up here and the landowner caught them and busted their shotgun. Well, I can tell you, Chuck, I have been finding all their shotguns brass in here. Holy smokes, I've never dug so many in all my life.
Looks like it might be cap.
Yeah, the primer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it could. Very interesting. Way to go. I don't know, you want to carry that out of there? Put it on your mantle? All right, I just popped this out of that hole right there. And I was thinking it might be a spoon handle. I still think it is. It's actually pretty heavy. I'll have to clean that up. It might actually be pewter. Yeah. I think it's a handle. I think that's a handle to a spoon. All right, that's the best thing I found so far, and it's not so easily identifiable, but I know exactly what that is. All right, let's back it and keep going. All right, pull this out of the ground, and this is a very interesting piece. It's not all of it. Looks like it might have been a I was going to say maybe a medallion or a tag of some sort. You can see where a nail went in here. I'm sure a nail went in over there. Not sure what it went to, but it's associated with this house. And again, from what I've been told, and the landowners in their 90s, that this house, they only believe that it was a husband and wife that lived here. And we're talking probably back in the 1930s, 20s. So everything we're going to find is probably going to be from that period and that era. Well, we haven't been finding a lot. All right, let's keep going. All right. I had a good signal here, and I popped it out, and I see the edge of it. And I'll let you hear it, because I'm still learning this machine. 74, 75. And do you guys, can you tell what it is yet? It's going to be a harmonic reed. These are real common. In fact, I find these quite often. Almost at every house site it seems like I go to, I'll find some harmonica reeds. And these are real popular post 1850s. They came into the United States in that time period, around 1850, 1860. And they were developed and designed, and I think actually patented in Germany. And so I could see them sitting here on a porch somewhere and playing the harmonica in the late of an evening. And Chuck found a harmonica reed as well. And he found one here last time. So it could be from the same harmonica, but it could be from a different one too. All right, let's keep going. All right, you guys, I just pulled this out of the ground, and I know exactly what this is. This is going to be a snap button from a pair of overalls or a set of denim or car hearts, but I don't think they had car hearts back in that time period. And I find these quite often too, and these are typically post 1870. And, you know, they're clear up to the modern times, really. I'll let you hear what it rings up at, because that stuff is what we're looking for. 60, 61. So, you know, pretty much the same reading as a shotgun stamp. And that's because it's brass too. All right, it's nothing great, but it's not junk. All right, I popped it out of the plug, and I see it, and it's right here. It is, it's probably, let me get out here in the sunlight. I think that's going to be a piece of horse tack. I think that's going to be a buckle. You can see where, let me bring in the focus here. You know, the leather probably went right here, and there was a pin right there. That's what I think that is. I think that's a piece of horse tack buckle to a saddle. All right, I'll let you listen to it because, you know, it's a little different too. Yeah, it's jumpy. 3540. Still learning the machine, so, you know, I'm digging everything so I understand the numbers, you know, associated with different types of metal. And that's iron. So iron must be, you know, between 35 and 40, because I found that little Maddox blade about that number. All right, let's bag it and keep going. It's you know, it's building up. There's stuff here. It's not a rich site, and there's not a lot of stuff here, but there's stuff here. And as long as we got things to dig, I'm happy. You know, this is my first time out with this machine, so, you know, I'm digging a lot of signals I might have passed up with my MineLab. You know, maybe I shouldn't pass them all up, but... And you know what? I think I see something else in that hole. We just pulled that buckle out. I think we did. Look at that. It's a file. You know what? That's funny. I just saw it right there. So what I think is definitely they probably used this file to file the horse's hoof. So I could see maybe they probably had a horse in here at one time, and they were ferrying it. They had a farrier here, and they lost that buckle, and they put down that file. All right. I'm going to attempt to do a live dig. So far my live digs haven't produced anything phenomenal, and this one might not either. But it's high. It's a 77. 77. You know, that could be a rifle shell, but maybe this may be something good too. And I haven't found a coin this outing yet. I did find a coin here last time, and it was an Indian head, and it's the only coin that has been found here. So, and it was back into the late 1800s, which, you know, about what I've been told about this site. So, it's gonna be junk. There it is. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I've not been doing live digs with this machine until I get used to the numbers and what artifacts go with what numbers. All right, we'll bag at. We'll keep going. I knew I'd be digging lots of shells up here. I don't even know where Chuck is. Maybe he found a hot spot somewhere else. All right, whatever it is in the plug, and it was a 74. So, is there another? Oh, okay. Hold on, let me turn that off. That's a first for this site. Beggars can't be choosy. That is a top of a lantern, of a kerosene lantern. And these are pretty common too. These are pretty common finds for a site mid to late 1800s, clear up until the invention of electricity. All right, let's bag it. Let's keep going. Hey, let me turn that off. It's adding up. And I'd rather be finding stuff like this than old shotgun slugs any day. Well, I just popped a hole there and pulled this out. And I was thinking it's just junk at first, but it's not. It is pewter. I don't know if you guys can see that shininess there. That is pewter, and probably from a spoon. Piece of a spoon. And that's old, but you know, they could have used pewter clear up into the mid 1800s, even the late 1800s, depending on how poor they were. This is the second pewter item I've found, but neither one of them have a distinctive shape other than an edge or two. But that's pewter. There's no doubt in my mind that's pewter. Okay, it's something. All right, best signal all day right here. Watch it be a mason canning jar lid. I'll let you listen to it. 94, 93. And I have pulled up some zinc lids not far from here. That, you know, that sounds pretty good. All right, yes, let me see if I got it. I don't think it's that deep because it sounded on top. It's still down in there. Yeah, that might be a good sign. That's it. Holy smokes, it is not junk. This is the back of a gun. This is actually the back of probably a flintlock rifle. That's my guess. That is my guess. Flintlock rifle? Other than that, I don't know what else that could be. It looks pretty cool. I know that Chuck found a 12 gauge double barrel shotgun here and here somewhere. Could that be the back of a 12 gauge? Could be. All right. Maybe something good. All right, I popped it and I see it. And I find these a lot too. And, you know, these aren't bad finds, but, you know, coins are better. But I'll let you listen to it. 81 solid. You see it? Looky there. That is to a pocket watch. That is the inside of a pocket watch. You see the little gears there. And there are probably some little gears right there too. All right, maybe we can find the whole pocket watch. It'd be kind of cool to find the silver part to that. We're finding stuff, and I'm happy about that. I hope you are too. Ran into Chuck right over there, and he's digging out a well. I ran over with my machine. I didn't really hear any good signals. I'm on this side of the house. The house stood right in there, and it is very, very difficult swinging in there. So now I'm starting to do a peripheral hunt, and I got a good signal. It was deep, and I pulled it out, and it doesn't look like anything I recognize. Let's take a look. It is right there. Right there. What is it? Yeah, I recognize it. I do recognize it now. It's on top of a lantern. I have found 3 lantern parts here at this site. It's not uncommon. In fact, right here, the globe would have sat right on top of that. All right, let's pocket it. We'll keep going. It's good just to get out and do this. I tell you, what a great, gorgeous, beautiful day to be out doing this. All right, guys, I just popped the plug here, and I thought it was junk at first, but it's not junk. This is a beauty. I'll tell you why I like what I'm seeing. This is pewter, and pewter is old. It is a very old metal. This is the 3rd piece of pewter I found here at this house site, and this is a spoon bowl. That is a spoon bowl. There you go. You can see it right there. The handle would have been right down here. Pewter was very common in the 1700s, early 1800s. It fell out of favor around 1840 to, 1850. It was pretty much gone. Really, 1840s is when it was almost completely out of circulation. But these old pioneers up in places like this, they held on to stuff. And what would have been out of style in the early 1800s probably held on to the mid to late 1800s here. But I like that. I always get excited for pewterware, and anything pewter. And I keep this stuff. I've got a lot of pewter at my house right now, just sitting in collections and in jars, and I keep all of it. I keep all the pieces of it. I just love finding pewter. All right. The Deus, it's not doing bad. It finds everything. We'll have to give it credit. It finds everything. I mean, I've got to work with the tones and what metals that I can, isolate out. Because I tell you, these shotgun brass stamps, sometimes you can isolate that tone out. And you do risk missing a button, a brass button. But I've just got to keep using the machine and get used to it. It's easy to swing, it's easy to carry, and it's easy to bring into places like this. And many of my sites are like this. And we have to hike way back into these places. And by the time you're carrying a shovel and your backpack and a heavy detector and swinging a heavy detector, that stuff all, you know, impacts your ability and your energy. And one thing about the Deus too is it's just a sweet sounding machine, and it's super light. Okay, enough of my chit chat, but man, I tell you what, that's a great find. Hey you guys, I found something very, very interesting, and I'm holding it in my hand, and I was actually digging a signal and this popped out. And I don't know, I think it's a lid, a gorgeous crystal lid to something, and it's been here for a long time because it's starting to turn purple or pink. That's beautiful. It's a shame that it's broken. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. Now it could have something could have went on up there. It could have been I don't know. Did it go that way? Did it go that way? All right, I'll take a picture of that, put it in the video. But man, I tell you what, that is beautiful. Yeah, just to find stuff like this up here in the middle of the mountains, in the middle of nowhere. But sometimes the treasure is in the quest, and sometimes treasure doesn't have to be metal. And sometimes it's just the treasure's actually getting out and exploring these kind of places. All right, I'll take some photographs, and we'll move on to the next plug. I just told Chuck I've not found any coins in here, but that is the snap of a purse, coin purse. Boy, maybe there's some old coins in here. That would be nice. We've only found one coin on this site. Just the one. All right, you guys, I got a great signal, and it is on my shovel, and it's round, and it looks silver, but I don't have my hopes up because it wasn't that high on the detector. Let's take a look. All right, so here it is. Oh, it's going to be another part to that pocket watch. Wow, look at that. We might actually get something off of this. There's a name right there. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so what we'll do is I'll clean that up, and we might be able to get a patent date on that. In fact, I think it says 1933 on it. Right there. There's a patent number right there. Well, it's silver and it's round. And that is the kind of things we want to be digging, that's for sure. All right, you guys, I told Chuck, he's right here behind me, and I told him I think the house actually stood right here. And there are lots of rocks coming this way and going this way. And I have found everything I've been finding has just been like right in here. And I pulled out an iron handle, ladle handle here, and I see a piece of china that came up with it. And this is a great find. It's not whole, but it just confirms that, you know, here in the woods, an old homestead. And this graced some woman's kitchen, and it served a useful purpose. Very interesting. It's China. All right, there is a good signal right here where all these rocks are, and I just found the China right over there. And this 96, 97. I mean, that is a pretty good signal there. But it doesn't mean anything here, as we've already learned. It could be a bucket handle. Oh, that's what it is. It is a brass bucket handle. You know what? Look at that. Do you see that? That's pretty cool. All right. I think it just confirms my thought that the house actually stood right here where this tree is down. All right, you guys, I found something that's a pretty good find. And I told Chuck I really believe the house stood here. We were thinking over there, and we found lots of mason jar lids and stuff over there. But I believe, honestly, that could have been the shed, or an outbuilding, or even a bank, a bank building there. I think the house stood right here. Everything I've been finding has been right here. And I had a good hit. It's brass. It was brass hit. And I popped it out. And as soon as I saw the edge of it, I knew what it was. You see it? Right there. That is a thimble. That is a thimble. The top of it's probably rotted out. Try to get the dirt out. I'll clean it out later. Yep, that's what that is. That is a thimble. So, I found the bucket here. There was a piece of crockery in here. It's under the leaves. And I found the pocket watch right over there. I think the house stood right here. And it's so thick in there, I really can't hardly get in there. All right. All right, you guys, the last time I was here, you could not see this very well because of all the leaves on the trees and the brush and the shrubbery here. But you might be able to see it now. There is a foundation wall right here. It goes back that way. And it goes over this way. And I don't know if this was the house or the shed. And the house, where I've been digging the artifacts today, have been over there. There's definitely a foundation over there too. Between there or here is where the house stood. I've been digging out, a hole here, and I can tell that this place burned down. And there is roofing. There's roofing tin underneath this. All right, you guys, we're going to call it the day. The sun's going down. It's getting a little cooler out. Chuck's got an appointment at home, and actually so do I. So we're going to go ahead and call it. I think we did actually pretty well. I think we did better this time we did last time. Personally, I think so. Was it the Deus that helped me out today? Yes, it helped me out today. I tell you what, we'll cover mine since I'm right here by mine, and then we'll cover Chuck's. So I was on the head stamps. All of these are shotgun head stamps. I found that little sickle there. I found that little adze, or little, I don't know what you call that, a little animatic. And I found another one. You guys saw that. It's not up here. I found that file. And I found that buckle there, that horse tack buckle in the same hole. And I found some canning jar lids. This, I'm not sure what this is. I found a ladle handle. I found the back of a gun. All of this is from the top of a lantern. I found them all in different places. I found a I don't know, an ID tag there, one there, one there, and one there. And not sure what those are. I found a thimble, piece of a pewter spoon, and another piece of pewter spoon. I found this is part of a suspender clip, toe tap, denim button, a purse snap, a pocket watch, and a harmonic reed. I found all of that in that brush. Over here, Chuck found that double barrel shotgun. He found, we think this is a cigar case right there. He found some shotgun brass too. Found a lot of iron and knick-knack stuff. Top of a coffee maker there. And looks like an ad, you know, back of a,
like a maul, maybe.
Maul, yeah.
Looking off maul.
Yep, that's a maul. Chuck, did you have fun?
I sure did.
All right, great. I had fun too. I hope you guys enjoyed the dig. I enjoyed taking this machine out. There's going to be many other, you know, times I'm going to take it out. I'm going to learn how to use this machine. Please hit like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Take care and God bless.